Welcome back, everybody. IGN Live at Gamescom 2016. I'm Damon Hadfield. Time to take a look at a very cool-looking, recently revealed game, Little Nightmares. Lucas and Hirenurk are producers on the game.
Exactly.
Thanks for coming by the show. And we are playing this game. We're going to play this game live right here on the show.
That's going to be a live demo.
Yeah, this is awesome. So tell us about this game. There's a lot of descriptors on this game. I think you described this as a 3D stealth exploration action adventure game.
Yeah, well, we call it mainly suspense adventure because, I mean, this game has a lot of very different features. It has some exploration. It has also some platforming, and it has also very key moments of tension where you need to avoid strong enemies. And it has also some puzzling. So
I see. Very cool.
A lot of things.
I mean, right off the bat, I think we can notice it has a very cool visual style.
Yeah. I think, I mean, the art direction of this game is really strong. I mean, so basically, this game is taking place in a location called the Mo. This is a very mysterious place where monstrous guests are coming to get their next meal, and you'll be playing Six.
Yeah.
Yes. So yeah, this girl is named Six, right?
Yeah, the girl in the yellow raincoat, and we don't know much about her at this point. That's for you to find out when playing the game, of course.
Exactly, and well, the only thing you really know is that she's trapped here and she wants to escape.
So is this the beginning of the game? This is where we start out, or are we?
Not
No,
really.
no,
Not
this
really.
is
Yeah.
Special part for the demo. but
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
Exactly, and I mean, you can see that this game has it's like, you know, explore the dollhouse with a very distorted perspective, because you will experience the game in the eye of a child, really, and everything in the world is very interactive. And also, as you can see, you will have to also play with your childhood fears in order to survive.
Yeah, that's the essence of the game, really.
Yeah.
Yeah, it seems like just about all the objects can be picked up, pushed, pulled around, and then so you have some physics simulation going on as well.
Yeah, absolutely. And as you can see here, now she's using this covert to use it as a platforming tool for her to escape from this room. So these are the kind of things that will be in the game.
So here, basically, you'll see the only item that Six has. So Six is a little girl. She is weak. She has no weapon. So she only has a lighter to just lighten her way in the very dark corners. And we always play with the light in this game. This is really a key.
Yeah. The lighting looks very cool.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's a 3D game with a pretty much a fixed camera. Is that right?
Yeah, that's we call it the dollhouse perspective.
Yeah,
it's kind of always like a 2.5D, side-scrolling game. But when you switch between the rooms, the camera will follow you through. It feels like a dollhouse.
Yeah, you get a really nice sense of depth to it.
Yeah,
too, I think. Yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
the lighter is really useful because you will always have to be careful when exploring the areas here.
And here, for example, you like really you're coming across this monstrous chef, and you're like, okay, clearly this is not your friend. You can feel that. I mean, the atmosphere, the knife,
Yeah, and also the size of the characters. I mean, you know that you're not gonna be friends with him.
Yeah, no, I don't think so.
anytime soon.
So you'd rather really.
Oh, looks like she was
sneak.
discovered.
She was discovered, and well, basically, the chef is not really. He's not really looking for Six to kill her. He's very busy preparing the food for the guests who are coming to the Mo. However, if he sees Six, he will consider her like an intruder in the kitchen, like a rat or something like that.
Yeah. It's like an annoyance, a pest.
Sure.
Exactly.
to him, basically.
So he will chase her and try to kill her. But if he's losing her from sight, then he will just go back to his job.
He'll assume that maybe she crawled into a hole in the wall or something, get back into her rat's nest.
So here, basically, Six is reaching a very big kitchen. Again, there can be a lot of interaction. Like if you get too close from an oven door, then the oven door will close. That will attract the chef. So it's really all the time. It will build the tension. We want the game to be. I mean, this game is not a horror game. It will never be, gory. However, we really have some key moments like this where the player will feel like, I want to survive.
Tense, basically.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So you map sneak to the L2 button.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Usually whatever's mapped to the L2, right 2 buttons are pretty important aspects of the game. So you must be, stealth must be a big
So you have stealth on L2, and you have grabbing and climbing on R2. So
it's a very tactile game.
Yeah.
Basically, we want people to feel like they're interacting with the world and with the atmosphere. You can also slide like this. If you run and couch at the same time, then you will slide.
Yeah. So what just happened there was a little creature hiding up at the cupboard up there, and he made some noise when he ran away, which attracted the chef. So we had to get out of there.
And so in order to progress from that room, basically you need to go totally on the right, and then you need to find your way because the main door is closed. So you always need to find your way. So here he has been.
It's like he's aware of your presence at least.
And then 6 can move.
So 6 is trying to escape.
Exactly.
Get home.
Yeah. You don't really know much about 6 at the beginning of the game. Well, what you can feel very easily is that it's not really.
She doesn't belong there at all.
Yeah, exactly. It's not a place for
you. You can see that she stands out even from like her clothing. Oh, and he saw you now.
So now she's all good.
Yeah.
So this is more, let's say, another feeling about the game is that room is more a puzzle.
Yeah.
So basically, so the chef is here. He's like pissed off, but you cannot come into that room.
Safe.
So basically here you've got that strange device. I mean, you're not really sure about what it is. You can see that there's a shaft over there. So obviously this looks to be the exit, but it's very high. So in some, let's say, adventure game, you might have some kind of rope or something, but here there's none. So we need to think about what we can do here. So that's a wheel, so it might be used for something.
Yeah, seems like it's controlling the machine over there.
Exactly. We've got a hatch here. So good. So maybe if I use the wheel.
Yeah.
Exactly. So actually that's a sausage grinder. And maybe if we have enough sausage, we can
More sausage is needed.
More sausage is needed, so we have to find the sausages.
Yep.
So maybe so they're not available. I mean, in this room, so we needed to explore more.
Yeah. So there's a bunch of different elements here that definitely give it sort of a nightmarish, uneasy feeling, right?
Exactly.
It's dark, there's lots of shadows, the camera is skewed and sort of floating.
Yeah, so the whole thing takes place in the maw, which is this underwater vessel, basically.
Oh, it's underwater?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you can see it, it appears like an island, but that's just the top of the maw. So it's like a big...
Interesting.
A big submarine, basically.
So here you're reaching some kind of freezer room. I mean, you can see all these effects with the lights and the particles. Yeah. So we found one ham. There might be more hidden in the room.
When this game started out, I don't know if it was under a different name, right? Wasn't this game originally announced a couple years ago as Hunger?
Yeah, that's right.
So tell us about the journey from Hunger to Little Nightmares.
Yeah, so Hunger, that was our that was the name of the game at first. This was when we were prototyping the game and making the first versions of it. The underlying theme of the game was hunger, and that's still very much part of the game. We then were talking to publishers about the game, and that's when we found Bandai Namco.
That's when we met.
Yeah.
And well, I mean, Hunger was really a great name.
Especially for a game that involves so much sausage.
Exactly. However, when we've started to look, for trademarking, there was a little license called Hunger Games that was on our way.
I've
So
heard of
we were like,
that,
okay, so Now we need to find another great title for the game, and
it's not that easy to find the game just searching for hunger on Google.
That's true.
So Little Nightmares was really the best fit. I mean, everyone was very happy, and we convey to that title. I think it works very well in this very nightmarish atmosphere, slightly distorted. It's a bit cute as well, Little Nightmares.
Yeah, sure.
Because this game is about being cute and frightening at the same time.
Yeah. And also, it's not a fairy tale, but it's some sort of tale. So that's why it could be more small nightmares, basically.
So here you are moving into that vent shaft, and you're seeing shoes you really don't know where they come from. And here it's a very iconic moment when you see that massive shoe pit, and you're like,
see even more shoes falling down.
Like what's going on in this place? What I'm supposed to do here? So it's like, okay, let's crawl into the shoes. And it is really you really never know what's waiting for you in this game. Each room is a new experience. So here, for example, you got like, okay, what's going on? There's something in the shoe pit, and that's it.
That's the end of the demo.
That's the end of the demo.
That's very cool. Is it, you're talking about going from room to room. Is it pretty linear as you're like making your way, figuring out how to get in the next room, as opposed to like backtracking and?
I mean, there's a mix of both in the game, but mostly it will be a very focused narrative story.
Very cool.
So we will, mostly.
But you will still have some, at some point you will have several rooms, and you don't really know which order. You will have to search the rooms, and so it is. There will be some moments like that. The player is not guided too much. He has to figure out, on his own how to progress.
I'm very intrigued. I definitely want to play some of it. When is it coming out, and for what platforms?
So it's coming out spring 2017, and it's going to be released PS4, Xbox One, and PC digital.
Awesome. Very cool. The game's Little Nightmares. It looks great. Thanks so much for coming by the show.
Thank you. It was great to be here, really.
Stay tuned. More to come from Gamescom 2016 after this.